Hello everyone. Chào mọi người nhé. Chào mọi người. Hello. Hello everyone. Chào tất cả mọi người nhé. Chúc mọi người một ngày Chủ nhật vui vẻ và tràn đầy sức khỏe, tràn đầy năng lượng tích cực nhé. Long time. What's this? How come it's so bright? Hello, hello. Chào mọi người nhé. Hello guys, how are you? Beautiful Sunday morning. Morning. Hello Thành Đạt. Hello tất cả mọi người. It's been a while. Hello everyone, how are you? Back to training. Been busy the last couple of days. Been out of towns on business trip. Chào mọi người nha. Hôm nay thì đi công tác tỉnh cho nên là không có lên live thường xuyên với mọi người. Đi suốt hết tỉnh này tới tỉnh kia. Chút nữa xong đi nữa nè. Hello everyone. Yeah, I've been out on traveling for business, so hasn't been on live training with you guys. So I hope you guys keep up the training and keep up your health and fitness routine. Right now I'm just warming up here. Hello, hello. Chào mọi người nhé. Hello everyone. Alright, let's go into the warm-up routine like we usually do. Giờ chúng ta sẽ tập luyện. Hàng ngày thì mình làm nóng trước khi mình tập luyện. Tất cả các môn thể thao hay môn võ thực hay các môn gì đó vận động, sức lực, thể lực thì mình phải luôn warm up. So always warm up to keep prevent injury, guys. So let's go. I go on a jogging spot. Just like warm up. Keep your body going, keep your body warm, your blood flowing. Làm cho cơ thể mình, cơ bắp mình dẻo, mềm mại lại. Sau khi mình ngủ dậy, chạy cho máu mình chạy lưu thông, cho đều đặn lại. Ok, keep warming up. Hope you are doing well. It's been like a week or so. Jogging. This exercise is very simple. Everybody can do it, right? We know how to do it since we're like 5 years old. Since you know how to walk and run, you already know how to do it. So this is just a reminder. That's all. Cái môn chạy bộ nhẹ nhẹ vậy thì mình biết từ tất cả mọi người thì đều biết từ lúc mình lên 5 tuổi là mình biết chạy rồi, không? Cho nên mọi người cứ cố gắng duy trì tập luyện để cho cơ thể mình khỏe mạnh nhé, tốt cho sức khỏe bản thân của mình. Okay, now from here I can just move into jumping jacks. Get my arms stretch out a bit. Or you can do sideways. Then jogging again, bouncing, shake your arm, duỗi tay của mình, thả lỏng người. Shuffle, switch, đổi chân, nhảy trên mũi chân của mình, đổi hướng, đổi, switch, okay, then back to jogging. You can shake out your shoulder, shake out your arms while you're jogging. And then do the jumping jacks again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. Okay. All right. That's a good brief warm up. Rồi, mình tập luyện CC để cho cơ thể mình ấm lại ha. Now you can shake out, shake your ankles out, shake your leg out. Now try to control your breath and get it back to normal by taking a few deep breaths. Breathe into your nose and out through your mouth. Deep breath, guys. Mình tập trung hơi thở cho hơi thở của mình sâu hơn chút. Tập điểm hơi thở dài hơn chút. Hít vào bằng lỗ mũi và thở ra bằng miệng nha. Deep breath in. Out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, thở ra. Đúng rồi con. Yeah. Yeah, I look like Master Yi, but I'm a bit heavier. I'm like 82 kilos, 83 kilos. Just the uniform. All right, guys. Okay. Now we're gonna go into, let's go shoulder rotation, arm rotation and shoulder rotation all the way back. Your whole arm. Stretch it out. Stretch out your whole arm. And backward, forward. Before we just did backward, now forward. And backward. Rồi. Xoay về phía sau. Đúng rồi. Rồi, phía trước. Rồi, this out. Okay. And now I usually do wrist rotations because we do a lot of grabbing and stretching, and we use a lot of our hands, our stretch and block, and everything depend on our wrist a lot. This part right here, so you gotta warm up and stretch it out properly. Do more stretching on this part of the hands and the arm. Đó, thường khi mình tập môn mộc nhân, môn minh vĩnh xưng, những gì mà mình đánh đòn gần mà mình hay nắm kéo nhiều á, thì cái cổ tay của mình nó hoạt động rất là nhiều, cho nên thì mình phải làm nóng cái cổ tay để cho hạn chế chấn thương cái cổ tay này nè, này cái phần này nè, this part, okay. Or you can hold one arm like this and you do rotations, and then you switch on the other side. Each side you can do 10 times. Can I do Kung Fu? Yes, I can do a bit of Kung Fu. Not too much, it's just a little bit. All right, guys. And then I go to hip rotations. Actually go to neck rotation, then we go hips, okay? So when you rotate your neck, just rotate it slowly. Don't take your rush into rotating your neck. Just count slowly, and then the other side. One full rotation, and then come back. One full rotation, and then forward, and then back the other way, and change. And then tilt your neck to one side. This time left, and then right, and then left, and then right. Chào Original TV nhé. Chào tất cả mọi người nhé. Okay. And then you go up, back, looking up, and then forward, looking down, and then upward. Nhìn ngước lên trời. Rồi, nhìn xuống đất. Ok. Rồi, ngước lên. Rồi, nhìn xuống. Ok. Alright, one more rotation, guys. Other way. And then other way. And then switch back. Okay, so that's good. And then we're going to move into hips rotation. Now, I really like the hip rotation because most of the time I find my lower back, right? We don't work out on our lower back so much, therefore, like we're vulnerable to keep that part of our body very stiff. You know, sometimes like, you know, when you're young and active, it's fine, but when you're in like middle age, around your like mid-30s and up to 40, 50, 60, whatever, we sitting a lot of times, so therefore our backs is really stiff, right? For me, I find that, so therefore I gotta stretch my back out a lot, especially the lower back. Thường thì mình ở tuổi trung niên á, khoảng tầm chắc khoảng tầm 30 mấy trở lên, 35, 36, 37 trở lên mà mình ít vận động á, thì mình ít vận động cái lưng của mình. Thì cái lưng của mình nó hay bị cứng á, hay bị mỏi lưng á, tại vì mình làm việc nhiều giờ, lâu dài, nhiều giờ ngồi một chỗ, cho nên là mình không có vận động cái phần lưng dưới, cho nên nó dễ bị mỏi á. Thì thỉnh thoảng thì mình làm giãn cái lưng phần dưới như thế này, uốn dẻo vòng vòng như thế này. Rồi ngược lại. Ok, one side and then the other side. Ok, Original TV chào em nhé. Okay. Yeah. So the bigger circle you make, you will make it more stretchy to your lower back. All right, guys. And then no real knees rotation, okay? Knees is another part. All the way, and then all the way. And of course, we're gonna do ankle rotation. Ankle is one of the joint, the two joints, your two ankles, you use it a lot, okay? To prevent training injuries, to prevent practicing injury, you're gonna do rotation on your ankles, okay? One side and the other day, then the other side, okay? And then switch leg, because most of you, when you play sport, whether it's soccer, basketball, football, American football, volleyball, any type of sport, martial art training, your ankle, you seem to depend on your ankle a lot because it requires a lot of agility. So you are from one direction and then you suddenly you change to another direction, right? Therefore, you are so vulnerable to twisting, injury your ankle. Therefore, please do rotate your ankle and make sure you stretch out your ankle so that it does to prevent less injury, all right? I'm not saying it's 100% to prevent 100%, but it will help prevent injury somewhat, all right? Đó thì thường rotate, thường mình xoay cái cổ chân của mình. Tại cổ chân thường mình chơi hay thể thao á, mình hay dặn qua, mình xoay qua bên kia là cái cổ chân mình hay xoay chuyển đột ngột á, đột sức di chuyển từ phía này sang phía kia thì thường dễ bị chấn thương. Cho nên khi mình tập luyện thì nhớ xoay cổ chân để làm ấm cổ chân lại để hạn chế chấn thương. Alright, and that's about it. That's pretty much like all, and sometimes I just go like this, just to stretch out my upper back right here, this part right here. So sometimes I do like this to get my chest straight up, just do like this, right? Like about 10 or so like that, right? So most of the time, like we want to like training and have our body upright, chest up, right? So we don't want it to be like this. We want to look fit, healthy, look good, right? So therefore, our chest got to be up, okay? Most of the time, try to get it up. So this sometimes it help me keep my chest up. I just do stretch like this. Đôi lúc thì mình tập luyện thể dục thì mình muốn cho người mình nó mạnh khỏe, cho tướng tá mình ngay thẳng thớm, đẹp. Thì đôi lúc thì mình tập cái ngực, mình làm giãn cái cơ lưng ở trên đây nè. Đó, stretch chân vai, stretch này, like this, right? This is sort of like the same movement when you're doing the cable roll, right? The cable roll or the machine, what you call it, deltoid or lat or whatever machine, or chest press. When you're going down, you go all the way like this. Yeah. All right. Okay. Rồi, coi như mình xong cái phần làm nóng. So we just finished a warm up. Let's move into playing with the dummy. All right. It's called playing because it's not. Sometimes you're training, you want to put, you want your training to be joyful, right? So sometimes I call it just like playing, right? Not so much of like hardcore training. Lúc mình tập luyện thì mình muốn những cái lúc mình tập luyện làm cho nó giống như nó thích thú để cho mình tập luyện, mình have fun, là coi như là mình đơn giản quá vấn đề thôi, đừng có làm phức tạp quá, là khó khăn quá thì từ từ mình không có vui vẻ tập luyện thì thường mình hay bỏ cuộc giữa chừng. Rồi, cảm ơn Phong nha, cảm ơn Phong Dương, cảm ơn tất cả mọi người nha. Đó, cho nên là khi mình tập luyện thì mình tập luyện với bạn bè hay học sinh, thầy trò thì mình cũng lúc mà không căng thẳng thì mình cũng đùa giỡn bình thường. Mình tạo cái hứng cho lúc tập luyện á, nó có bầu không khí vui vẻ. So the atmosphere, what you want to do is you want to train with your class, your student, whatever, just having fun, guys. don't go like so take everything so serious, right? Because if you take too serious all the time like that, you're gonna build a lot of stress into your training, and then you're not gonna have open mind to accept like new movement, new style, right? New style, whichever thing. So the main thing is have fun in your training and have an open mind and willing to learn whatever is new, take whatever is good, and get rid of whatever you think is not good for you, right? So each individual of us, we're gonna tend to make everything you learn, eventually you practice, you train, it becomes your own, like, your own style, your own like moves, right? So it doesn't matter so much about style anymore. So don't limit yourself in that, okay? Like MMA nowadays, they don't really limit any style. You train in MMA, you train everything. So that's pretty awesome, right? Okay. So let's learn, shall we? So at the beginning of training, I always pretty much I bow to either they do this to the dummy, or I just do like this. Same thing with my training partner or training students. So sort of like you pay respect in the beginning. Of course, you pay respect to your teacher or anyone when it comes to your house. Just wave, say hello, right? So that's simple as that. All right. So I just bow, and then from there, like I always said, just a reminder. Most of the time, open 2, 1, 2. You go down to your stance. So like this, your stance, and then from there you go in. Your knees doesn't have to be close together as much. You can just open a bit slightly, going up from here, so that you're comfortable to move around this way, that way. Okay? Let's go. So I go here into my stance. And now, let's warm up with this one first. Remember this movement I share with all of you. If you guys have seen my lives and watching my videos, you're gonna go this part. This is a self movement where you're training to get your arms and wrists, your arm and wrist more flexible, and strengthen your arm and wrist, so that so anything you can just block. You can just block over and then you stretch, or you can just react to the movement. So I want you guys to train this as much as possible in a routine, right? There's no fight going on here, so there's no fake fight. That's not even a fight at all. It's just a training for our own benefit, right? For individual benefit. So that's not really a fight or anything. We're not training here to fight like in MMA or the UFC, right? So I hope you understand that, Mathis. Để đó chú anh có. Ủa cái đó ai đưa vậy? Ok để đó. Chú gì hỏi đem lên cho Hà. Okay, sorry guys. Anyway, so guys, we're training here. It's not to become the best fighter, to pick a fighter, anyone or anything, So please don't compare, because I'm just like all of you, right? All right, just learning and training and have fun training, like improve my health, keep my health up. I'm not training here to like, you know, to become the best or kicking somebody butt or anything. So you don't need to compare, guys. Yes. So what you do is the only thing you compare is try to improve yourself better and better, become a better person every day, even though you change it just a little bit, right? You know, even though if you can wake up early and you train just for even 10, 15, 20 minutes, right? It's become better than yesterday. Yesterday, you know, sometimes it's hard. You try to sleep in and you watch a movie or you turn on your phone. The same thing, right? Just become better version of yourself. That's about it, right? All right, guys, let's go. So this movement, I want you to hear the wrist right here. You stand like feet and shoulder width apart with knees slightly bent down like this. And then from here, you're just gonna move your wrist and you're bringing toward your body like this, right? Not so much toward, just like here, right? So the dummy is here. Oh, one thing again, I remind you guys is to measure the dummy, right? So when you stand like this, if you were to have a dummy, of course, you stand here, fingertips right in the middle of the dummy, right here, right? So I'm not reaching in. I'm not like too far apart, right here, just about right. Now from here, you'll be comfortable to hitting the dummy without reaching. Okay, so that's the measurement, right? Okay, from here, and you put your hand, the thing is you put up like this, and then you wrap it around and you pull, wrap down like this, and then you sort of like rub back, and then you switch the other arm up, down, pull back like this, and then you alternate. So as soon as this hand go here, this arm come up and back, and this one come back. So you alternate the arm like that, okay? Yeah, that's simple movement right there, right? Just arm like that. That's what you want. So you want to work on the wrist and then the arm attaching to the arm of the wooden dummy all the time. So you got to stay attached to it, okay? Just to get used to it, right? That's sometimes like in Wing Chun they call sticky hand. You know how you get training together, sticky hand with your partner, and you don't want to let go of the person. You stick your hand to the person's arm so that you can feel the movement, which direction they move. They move, then you can automatically react to the way they do and try to deflect the hit, right? Just like this. All right. Just relax. I want you to relax and do this. Slowly in the beginning, you can just do like this. This part right here, so have your fingers like loose, right? You can do slightly open. You don't have to like tighten like this, like a knife hand strike. You can do it slightly open, okay? So it's sort of like wrap, because this is like, and this also helping for you to grab, and then later on you can go like this. As soon as you go, you block here, right? And then you can go grab right into it. Okay, so that's the movement I want here. So eventually with this movement is beginning, and then you can turn into a strike, all right? You can turn into a strike, or you can block here, and then you can turn into a knife hand strike, okay? So let's do to a count of 30, all right? 1, 2, normal breathing, guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now in the beginning, when you do it, it's kind of awkward. Your hand won't be flexible. You don't make it flow, make it like so flow and smooth. It's kind of awkward. Okay, it's fine. Same thing with me. When I first training, it's really look bad. Like sometimes you got stuck here and then you don't know what to do, or you hit here too hard. You know, basically the movement is just rubbing, and you don't really use any force to it, right? Just relax your body, keep your elbows down, you just rub like this, all right? Okay? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then later on, now, after you do this, I want you to add a little bit of movement. So from here, 1, and then you turn in, okay? 2, down, in, okay? 3, down, in. See? Now you can add in one technique right here from this simple exercise, right? And as soon as you move, you hear, you rub here, you step over, you're evading the hit, and then from here, you have this hand here, you can grab, and then you strike in. So it's all in the circular movement, the rotation. See, I move here, I can strike, I move here, I strike. So that's what I want you guys to practice that exercise regularly, so that your hands will be very flexible in order to move this way or that way, okay? So that's why. That is really basics of moving and hitting so easily. See, most of the time you like this, and then you go, right? That is what the circular movement I really like you guys to practice so that your hand can move in any direction you like later on. Okay, so please keep that training on a regular basis. Khi các bạn tập luyện vậy thì nó dẻo dai cái tay mình, với lại mình có thể di chuyển cú đánh nó đa dạng hơn. Mình có thể quánh trên, quánh về, không? Okay. Gordon. Okay. So let's do about up to a count of 10. All right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now. Then, from here, I want you to add the same movement. Bring your back, your feet already here. So I want you, as soon as you move, step over and cut across. Okay? Same thing, same motion. As soon as you go in, step over and cut across to the neck. Okay? So same movement. I want you to do 1, 2, 3 or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you're comfortable. Whatever you find, whenever you find the rhythm, you can just 1, 2, 3, step over, chop. All right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Whatever you're comfortable with on your own. 4, come over and chop. 1, 2, 3, step over. All right? So if 1, 2, 3, if you step over with your right foot, you block with your right, and then you cut with the right too. The other arm, just right here in front of your chest, or this hand, you can just pull it and chop right across. Okay? 1, 2, 3, come over, chop. 1, 2, 3. Or you can just go 1, and you just chop. 1, chop. Like later on, when you are more fluid with the techniques, then you can just move over. 1, hit, 1, and then hit, 1, hit. Okay? So basic is 1, 2, 3. Whenever, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever you feel comfortable, that comes right, then you go. Okay? All right, let's go. Let's do a few. Okay? Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All of a sudden. All right? Now, the footwork is if you're chopping, if you're blocking with the right, you step to the right. Okay? And then you turn and then chop at the same time. Straight to the neck. Okay? If you are blocking, 1, 2, 3, left hand blocking, you step to the left and you chop to the neck with your left knife hand straight. Okay? With the right, 1, 2, 3, boom. With the left, 1, 2, 3, step to the left, chop. All right? You got that? You got the idea now? So I go here, 1, 2, 3, right, 1, 2, 3, left, 1, 2, 3, right, left, right, left, right. Now, one more movement. Sometimes I move too much, so you don't even have to move that much. Okay? In Wing Chun or in any close range combat, it's only the person that's only like about in front of you, maybe around half a meter apart. So you can just punch or strike or whatever, right? That's why in self-defense in Wing Chun, you don't do a lot of high kicks because people are so close to you, right? so you don't do a lot of high kicks. So here, basically this is the danger zone. Whoever faster, gonna like strike first, gonna hit first, right? So that's the distance you want, okay? You don't have to move over here unless we're not confident enough with our techniques, with our movement, right? We are not confident whether, oh man, this is working or this is not working because I don't train enough or whatever reason is, or because I am, I haven't conditioned myself, I'm not strong enough. And if you're thinking about that, of course, you're not gonna have confidence. Therefore, you gotta move farther apart, and you better like stay out of the danger zone. Because if as long as you stand here, you have to attack. Otherwise, the person can attack you and they hit you first, and that's it. Once you hit the face, that's it. Light out, over, right? Unless you can take so many punches in the face like like a lot of fighters do. But those are like the pro, right? They can take a lot of punch and hit in the face. But us, regular person, once we get 1 or 2 hit, we probably like, gonna get knocked out or something. So be careful. Once you stay in this zone, very dangerous, okay? Stay here, you have to attack. You have to attack. Although once you attack, you have to go back. You have to go back. You cannot stay there. The safest distance is like 2 meters apart, okay? I don't want any trouble, so stay away from me, okay, please. So from there, you stay apart. If they come up to this close, then you have to react. You have to do whatever to keep yourself in safety if they act first or whatever, okay? So be smart, guys. Don't be like... don't be a hero or whatever, and just what you're gonna do? Leave your hand up here. The worst thing is like you push and then you go what like this, right? Okay, so that's not always keep your arms up. Anything, sorry, keep it up here. And then type of self-defense, sorry. All right, blah, blah, blah. We can talk this out, okay? And then you just back up or back sideways, all right? So here, we gotta have, here you gotta hit. As soon as you stay here, the person already come here, they really want to like punch you or knock you out. You have to have your guard up right here, all right? Have guard up and back up a bit. If not, they're coming up, you just hit right away, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna get hit anyway, so very dangerous. Okay, where were we? Oh, let's go. We're from here, right, left. Step to the right, block with the right, and chop with the right. Step to the left, block with left. Yeah, okay. So we were talking about staying the distance between we counter in a fight like this, right? In a like brawl, whatever situation. So if you want to move here, the person is punching right here. Punch right here. All you need to move is, you see a lot of boxers, a lot of fighters, right? They train so much, therefore they just like move just slightly out of the punch, or they can just block slightly, right? And then they counter back. Now those guys are really extremely expert, right? So we as like, beginner and newbies like all of us, we cannot compare to them, right? So, but we gotta train like in a way that they're training too, because they're really good and we gotta learn from them. So here, you wanna move just enough. So if the person were to aim right in front of your face, so I want you to do here. Like, remember this, we practice. We just put a hand here, right? Now this hand here, we just put it in case we slow, right? In case we slow. So if there's anything they hit here and hit our face, whatever, then it's a less of a target for them. So if you go here, boom, right? So you don't want to go too much like here, right? If you go too much right here, then then both of you stay out of trouble, and then you may as well, you can just run. If you have a chance, then run away if the person is too strong. But whereas you go here, boom, right here. Because I'm out of the way, the punch is right here, I'm out here. All the punches, if they were swinging from here, they swing this way, then I can just move over. If I move over, I have both hands up like this, right? Both hands up and I block, then the chance of hitting me, maybe they can hit, right? But the end of the punch is going to be a lot less power, because you're moving out of their target zone. From here, they want your target. They're assuming that your face is here, but you move over slightly a bit and you have your hand here. So therefore, maybe you probably might get hit if they hook over all the way over like this, but like maybe 30 to 50% of the power. So won't be as much damage. Okay? But you gotta move, guys. You gotta move. So from here, I go here. I block, move. I block and move at the same time here. Right? Move. Hands up. Same thing on the other side. Move. Move. Okay? Now, most of the time when people are attacking us, please don't move back like this all the time. Alright? Now, if you keep on moving back like that, either that is a wall, then it's good, right? A wall is good. You can just use the wall to your advantage or whatever, or to the advantage. It depends on how wise each individual of you. But if you were at the cliff, you go back, you're gonna fall off the cliff, and that's it. It's over, right? So you have to. Most of the time you switch. That's why most of the time when we're practicing with a dummy here, hit, you step to the side, and then you chop back. Why are we stepping to the side? Because we're redirecting the energy. The force is coming right in front of us. Boom! If you stand here, you're gonna get 100% force right into your face, your stomach, your groin, whatever. This straight line, remember? Out here, straight line theory. You go straight as the fastest and one of the strongest. Even though it's not stronger than a hook or whatever because of distance, right? The short distance. But you go straight lines really fast and really direct. So you're in front of them, you're in front of you. So both of you got equal power, 50-50. But if I hit here, I move over, right? Now I'm not in straight line with them. I am straight, but they are going this way, right? So the difference is the direction, their full power is this way, right? And my full power is right toward them. Even if I go here, I still face them. I go boom, 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 boom toward them, okay? So that's why you gotta move your foot, move your body. You don't just stand here. If you stand here, okay, whoever's stronger win. Boom, 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 boom. If they're stronger than you, then that's it. It's done, right? But if you were, practice training and everything quick enough, and you move over, and you hit here, here, you move slightly over, boom, boom, right? Boom, boom, boom. You see, so when I'm here, I'm fast enough, I move here, I have redirecting my position. I have a better position than them. I'm facing them and they're facing away, right? Even if I go here, right? One step ahead of them, just a millisecond. If I turn, boom, boom, it's already too late for them, right? So remember that, guys. So don't just stand here and block. Okay, I'm so strong. I've been practicing. I'm gonna block. I stand one spot, block, right? That's why we, in a lot of like boxing, taekwondo, or even karate, or Muay Thai, kickboxing, all those martial art, they always move one side. They always move this way. Or in MMA, UFC, right? They're not gonna stand one spot because the guy keep on chasing, and then I have to step to the side to move, right? You don't see people just back up the time. If you keep on backing up all the time like this, chances are they're gonna hit you, right? Because they're just gonna push it forward, right? And sometimes they increase. Remember, I showed you guys the theory of increase your speed, right? Acceleration. So if they were to accelerate, they go fast, increase change of speed, and then they eventually gonna catch us, right? So therefore, you have to move to the side this way, okay? Don't just back up all the time. That's why I do a lot of exercise like this. Come over and move, right? And then from here, you can go. Straight line here, as long as you move, just a bit out. And then that's it. Boom, out, boom, boom. Okay. Okay. Now it's been a long time that we haven't reviewed the 6 basic techniques that I always train and I share with you. You all. Chào tất cả mọi người nhé. Hello. Nãy giờ mình nói tiếng Anh nhiều quá quên tiếng Việt luôn. Sorry mọi người nha. Thông cảm nha, tại vì hai bên á, hai bên kia là người nước ngoài cũng nhiều á, đa số thì cái kênh này thì mình tạo cũng khoảng chừng hơn 18 năm, gần 20 năm rồi ở bên nước ngoài, cho nên nó nhiều tiếng Anh. Sorry guys, keep on carrying on with English and I forgot all my Vietnamese fan watching here over in Vietnam. So if you can bear with me, sometimes I just jump back and forth in English and Vietnamese. So please bear with me. But basically, I'm just translate and talking about the same thing, right? All right. Okay. Okay, next movement, the sixth movement. 1. Same thing. Your stances open your feet and then close it. Have your feet pulled in and then you go down. Okay? Try to have your back straight. Don't bend down like this. Straighten up your chest. Okay? Now from here. Now sometimes try to measure yourself. Sometimes you're too close, you're too far, you're not sure how far you stay apart from the dummy. Measure yourself. Your middle fingertips ready to hit the middle of the dummy. And now from there, you know where, and straight out your arms, you know where to stand. Okay, from here. And then you go down. Now, 6 basic movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is not fully 100% Wing Chun, because this one I learned from my master, my late master from Vietnam, Master Dung, by the way, D-U-N-G, and I learned it for like about a year or so, and he teach me about the dummy, the Vietnamese dummy drills. And I do a lot of drills, just repetition, just all the basic, not so much, but a lot of repetition, and condition my arms and my leg to get it tougher, right? So it's not so much of like 100% Ip Man Wing Chun or any traditional Wing Chun, all right? So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The motion is here, so you go down in your stance. 1, lift up. 2, press down. 3, open your hand and block. And then 4, hit to the chin, to the neck. 5, grab the dummy, pull back. And then you hit to the ribs, the rib edge, sườn non. Rồi 1, đánh lên. 2, đỡ xẹt xuống. 3, mở ra. 4, đánh vào càm hoặc là vào cổ. 5, nắm tay, kéo về. 6, đánh vô sườn non hoặc là lá lách, lá gan gì đó. Okay, lá gan. Okay, so basically these are the movement. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's get used to it. Let's do maybe 5 and then maybe 10. Okay, let's do 10 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right now we are practicing to get the motion right. So we don't put a lot of power, put a lot of stance and hips and everything into the real situation. So we're just getting the techniques right, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so those are the motion, 6 motion. So that is for training with the dummy, right? Of course, in a real situation, if you have to defend yourself, you're not gonna like do that. That's not gonna work. And a lot of you guys thinking, yes, these things not gonna work. Of course, you're right. It doesn't work when you're training like this with a dummy. But if you break it down, right? Let me break it down and you really train hard to it. It will work. Maybe not 100%, but up to like from 50 to 60%, 70%, right? So let's go, let's break it down this way. Boom. So when you're training hard for a while, you're gonna hit shock right here. So if the person were to grab your elbow and squeeze, yeah, what's going on, man, blah, 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 whatever, yeah, blah, blah, right? They try to make something at you. So what you do is, this movement here is basically just to get the attention, to divert the attention, you know? So you go here, all of a sudden you grab your neck or whatever, or you boom, right from here, right? And the next one, now the next one is just practice, because like it doesn't make sense to go from there and then they're gonna need you or whatever. Maybe they need you, right? And then you're gonna block this block. If they need you like this, you know, like in any other martial art, they need you. Now this block alone, you're just gonna stand here and block like this. Never work in 100 years, never work, okay? But this block is simulation to this block, right? Somebody grab our neck or whatever, we have to go down, we block like this with, of course, our stance gotta be lower and we go down, we block like this, okay? Boom. Now from here, this block from here, if they're groin open, right? This is the leg they're kneeing. So therefore when they're kneeing like this, boom, this part open, you can use your elbow to go right in. You stop the knee, grab the head, stop the knee, and then you can go right in here, the groin, to defend yourself, okay? So that's pretty much a theory for it, right? You're not gonna stand here and block like this, right? You won't be as strong enough as the knees, yeah? Your arms compared to the knees. The knees is like the strongest part of the body, so you can go against it. You have to go body, your arm out like this, and then from there, or even from here you have your hand open, they go knee 1, you block, 2, 3. If you have a chance, if you see a chance, as soon as they pull one the knee, they're gonna wind, boom, boom. So as soon as they wind back, you see an open spot, grab the ball. Or you can just go into elbow, stretch the balls, the groin, okay? If you see the open opportunity. Of course, most of you, the knees, most of you know wrestling or BBJ, you can just go grab the body, or you can just grab one leg, and then from there, you pick the leg up and you trip them out, whatever, okay? So, if you are wrestling or BBJ, you have those background, you better than me in those disciplines. You know what to do, common sense, right? All right. So that's the situation for this movement, right? Reality is block like this, and then you stretch or you grab the groin right here, whatever, you can find the weak spot, or you can just do elbow. So you're gonna do a lot of blocking like this, stretching, boom, 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 right? I'm in the groin. It's a very weak spot. Nobody can flex that spot to become like strong, right? So, hello. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Hello from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Vietnam here. Yes, I'm from Vietnam. Okay, so let's move on. Next techniques from here. Next one, assuming that they're gonna grab you again. After that, they're still strong, right? You don't hit them or whatever. Like this time, they're gonna really squeeze you hard, right? They're gonna squeeze you hard, whatever, right? You go from here. From here, turn into this motion. Now this is for practicing, right? But in reality, if the person is too strong, there's no way you're gonna open their arm. They go like this, and those guys are really strong. They maybe 10, 20 kilos over you, and they weightlifting. They can bench press like 100 kilos, you know, so you won't be able to fight back, especially when you are on the weak side, or you're a girl, less stronger, female, or whatever, you know. So from here, if If you can go here, right? You cannot open it. Don't fight it. You're not gonna go, I'm gonna like try to open your arms. That's no use. You're gonna be tired. They're gonna be stronger than you. You're just gonna go from here. If here too strong, slip right in. All right? If they're too strong here, you slip right in. Now here, the palm you're hitting either the neck or the neck or the chin. Now, if your technique is not strong, right? Now you have your whole palm here, you can grab. Guess what? You have your fingers, right? Right? This part of your finger here, now you can squeeze the eyeball, right? Right? See? Your palm you have here and then here. Your fingers will find the eyes, whatever, and then you squeeze right into it, okay? Now that's self-defense. Only if you have to use it, okay, guys? And if you way weaker than a person, of course, you have to fight dirty, of course. You have to go like that, the eyes, whatever. At that time, you know, the person bullying you, they're bigger than you, whatever, they know more stuff than you. Of course, you have to defend yourself because you don't bother and then they go and pick on you or whatever, and they are threatening your life. Then you have to use those dirty self-defense moves, right? So that's why you go here, boom. Once you're here, you squeeze here. Now the thumb is coming up. You see the thumbs here? So most of the time you're here, boom. Now your hand maybe open like this, you got the thumbs here. Now some of you, most of you who play like, who play video games, right? And most of you here, of course, some 5-10% of you, 20% playing video games, right? Whether on your phone, on your like Nintendo Switch, PS5, blah, 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 PS4, any type of game, you pressing with your thumb, right? This is what you do, right? Right? Now you can use it, right? You may as well use your thumb because you have conditioned and trained your thumb to playing video games, right? Hours and hours, right? So use that, please, right? Now you see playing game coming handy now, right? So go, boom, right there, right? So that's the movement. So please don't say, oh, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. If it doesn't work, then you have to use your head. You have to use something else, right? Don't say, oh, this crap, this doesn't work, and then you don't change it, right? That's why you go, that's why the movement is from here, boom, go right in. Or you can just go right in. If you see the guy is too strong, no, like, I may as well not block. I can just go right in. If the person grabbing here, me here, the bicep is like so huge, your arm, everything, you won't bother blocking this. Why would you bother blocking this? You can just go right in. Go, right? They grab here, okay, I have open here. I can just slip right in. I slip right in and squeeze the eyes ball, all right? Okay? Now once you agree here, and then you can knee to the nuts, right? Boom, knee back right here, okay? Or too far away, you can kick to the groin, okay? So that's the application for it, guys. Next one. Once you're done here, the next movement we practice is we grab, right? We grab and then we hit the rib cage or the lever shot, right? Right here with your palm, right? Or if you can't here, you know, if you really practice enough and you strengthen your fingers, of course, once you grab here, you can go into the, you know, your finger claw, tiger claw, dragon claw, whatever you call it. You can squeeze this really hard and then you let go and you come back, okay? Once you let go, stay out of the way, okay? And then go get for help, all right? Or run away, whatever, while the person is injured, run away. But you have to assess the situation and see the person really, you know, injured, they need ambulance or whatever, please do help. If you think that they can manage whatever and they still like, you know, want to, you know, beat you up or take care of you or whatever, then you gotta run for your help and scream for your life, all right? Let's go, there. So now this two movement here, 1, 2. Now this movement here, you pull like this is just a practice, right? Like you all right, it's not gonna work, right? If you put a person very strong and you just pull like this, no way it's work. But once you got here, you step back and you pull like this, right? You step back, you pull, right? From here, you get the momentum, step your whole body back and you pull. Now that's a different story. At least you're gonna try to get them a little bit off balance, right? And then from there, once they go into you, and then you hit the rib cage right here, all right? squeeze the neck, hit the rib cage. All right. In that case, you don't have to, common sense, you don't have to hit the rib cage if they're too strong, whatever. You go for grab the balls, or punch or whatever to the nuts, right, to the groin. Boom, right here, right, on knee. As soon as you grab here, boom, or grab them into boom, to the groin. If the head is going lower, then go to the nose, right, the head, right here, boom, like that. But remember that you have to go from here. In order to pull them from here, you have to go lower and just stand. So you have to step way back, right? You have to do it from here. You stand here. You have to step way back and pull them back with you. You use your whole body. You use your whole weight to drag them back with you. Otherwise, they're not going to move, right? So this technique here, boom, boom, here. And then from here you go. Pull, boom, hit. Okay? So those are the 6 applications of the movement that we're training. You know, sometimes I try to break down so that you guys understand. Because before, when I was younger, you know, like I train and we do a lot of forms. We don't do a lot of breakdowns. And especially when I come from Taekwondo, I do a lot of either competition for doing Taekwondo forms, and we're performing for competition. So we do this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, kick, punch, whatever. But we didn't really have a chance to break down each movement. What's this technique for? What is it for, right? So I find that is a bit of disadvantage when you don't break it down. If you have a better understanding of what the technique is for, then you have a better idea of training better. Your imagination would be more like you focus into that techniques. Okay, you visualize, oh, okay, this technique is here. You know, I grab here, block here. I really focus, and then I'm gonna stretch, right? This part here. And where am I stretch? I stretch to the face, it's going. And what's this? Why am I doing this movement for, right? Nah, this is useless. What the hell is this, right? So I know a lot when we're training, a lot of people, every one of us, we all have a question in our mind. That crap doesn't work. This doesn't work, right? That doesn't work. The thing is like because we don't put like enough training into our practice, we don't condition our hand, our wrist, we don't practice enough. That's why it doesn't work for us individually, and we might blame the whole martial arts style, right? The whole like discipline, right? Because just because it doesn't work for you, me, or doesn't work for you, doesn't mean it doesn't work for somebody else, right? So please do train on a regular basis, and like I always said, pick out a few moves that you're really good, and you train those 3 or 4 moves in each discipline. 3 or 4 moves in like 1 or 2 or 3 discipline. Trust me, once you're really good and you practice that move 500 times a day, 5,000 times, like 1,000, 2,000 times a day, every time you just throw a punch or a block, whatever, or a strike, trust me, it will work. But if you say you train this move, okay, I'm doing this, and you train only like 20, 30 times a day, and you just this, like this, blah, 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 you train like this, you don't put any force, then how do you expect it's gonna work, right? Even if you train, like for instance, if I were to hit like this, if I hit like this, one hit, right? Doesn't work, I go here, right? So simple as that. If you're training, right? This training, I train, and sometimes I condition, right? I just hit this here part. So imagine if you're training, really training, and you're hitting this part or this part, training, really training and hitting it, right? Not just only here, but you train, then later on you have to condition. Even if you hit with the back of the hand, or you hit with this palm, or with your fingers, right? If you want to train wide tiger claw, whatever, doesn't work, it works only for the people who really put the time into the training, right? And it doesn't work if we just, oh, this looks so cool, get so motivated. You train like maybe for a day or 2 or a week or 2 weeks or a month or 3 months, and then you stop. Once you stop, then your training will stop, right? and you won't get improved. It's just like, it's like a regular things. If we're really passionate about what we do, right? For instance, if some of you playing passionate about your video games, right? Or passionate about like, you know, going, watching, whatever, TikTok, this, any platform, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And then you're gonna have all your time in there. No matter what, when you open your eyes, your phone is up, you open, oh, okay, I wanna see what my friend's in. Okay, this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you gotta return this. Therefore, you put all your time into that, of course. If you put all your time into that, then you will be good in that thing. You won't be good at something else, right? So it's all depend on us, guys. All right, let's go. Okay, let's get back to the sixth movement. Let's practice a few more times and then we'll move on. 1, 2. So you got the theory. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the front of the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. What CV do I training? Yeah, I do that too. A lot of the time, you know, sometimes I want to get myself motivated. I'm watching these cool martial art movies or any type of motivational workout, and I train, you know, like Rocky Balboa. You do push-up, you do weight training, and you do while sitting in your split and you train. Now, sometimes you can watch TV and training. Yeah, by all means, right? And those things, when you're like sitting in your split or you do stretching, you do this stretch and then you can have your TV on and you watch. You stay here for like 30 seconds, right? Or 1 minute, right? And you push your hips down and you train your flexibility, right? And then after that, you turn the other side. You're still watching TV, that's fine, right? Or sometimes you sit right all the way down and you stick your leg out, right? And you do stretching on split. Now this movement, you don't take a lot of focus, then you can just watch TV, right? But some of the techniques you want to improve, like 100%, then you gotta focus into it, and then you make your training work, and then you can do that. What's up, Golden? See, now this kind of type of stretching, then I can just have my TV on and I watch a movie while I'm training. Sometimes I go into stretching, maybe 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, right? And then you can watch TV, whatever you prefer. But something like you really want to focus in terms of what's your goal with, and you want to focus into it 100%, then please focus. Even if you focus like 10 minutes into it, like techniques, you're working 5 minutes, you gotta focus in there, right? You have to ask yourself question: do I block this right? What's the reason why I'm blocking this? Okay, so for me it's simple as that. I always use this technique is like when the person do straight punch, and then I go there. I visualize it myself. Okay, then I gotta practice that. You see, most of the time, even though I do a demonstration for you on video, a lot of time, boom, 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 right? Very quick. Okay. Now, sometimes on video, I do it with my students, right? They also stunt actor. They're really good. They do like movies for Vietnam, like movies in cinema, right? And then they're really good. So like, you know, once I punch or whatever, they can act really well. They can do a lot of body movement. So they're pretty amazing, right? Now those things are really good, way better than me, right? Some of the time they show me to hit, oh, this way, Sifu, you gotta hit this way to make it stronger, right? Because they art from movie scene and everything. So I gotta learn from them, right? I don't know everything. Okay, Tammy, have a good day. Have a good day or good night, wherever you are. Yeah, I accept you, but I share with you. But the thing is, like, because with my business, I'm always traveling, right? Sometimes you see, sometimes you see me only online. Sometimes I stay home for like about 3 days, 4 days, and then I fly like for like a week or something like that, right? To different provinces. So that's why I don't put a stable, like a stable schedule class where you can come. Before I used to have my student like have this MMA training class and everything, but then we just like move like 2 or 3 times, and therefore like nobody have fixed schedule. That's why I stopped temporarily. I closed that down, right? And for me, I don't have a lot of times that I don't stay in one spot, so therefore I don't really have teach can show you guys face to face because I'm traveling all the time, right? So I cannot really make any schedule like promise or anything. That's why. So it's a good thing that we have this online live stream so that we can share what we know with each other, right? So basically, I'm just sharing with all of you guys. So whatever I know, I share. Whatever I trend, I love to share with you guys. So what's the dog name? The dog name is Golden. He's a golden retriever, and we call him Golden. Golden! And it's coming. I had him since he was a baby. Maybe around like a month and a half old or so, and it's been like 7 years now. Very friendly. It's so friendly. Gordon, sit. Come on. Handshake. He's so lazy nowadays. He just go around a bit and then he's just lay down. So lazy, just like me. Sometimes I'm that lazy too, right? We all do, right? So even the best of us, right? If we're in a routine, we get in a routine of laziness or whatever, and then we feel like, oh man, so early. I don't want to get up. Like this morning, the same thing. I have to fight myself to get up, even though I sleep pretty late, and then I gotta try because I just came home last night from Hanoi. It's only like a 2 hours flight, but 1 hour wait at the airport, 1 hour to come home, so that's like 4 or 5 hours. I'm from Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. I used to live in Toronto, Canada, but have been residing in Vietnam for about 13 years now. Now in Vietnam right now, MMA is really booming. A lot of people open a lot of MMA clubs in Vietnam, and there's like about three or four good like organization for like similar to UFC and One Championship. They're really growing right now. Yeah. But in terms of traditional martial art, there's so many good masters in Vietnam. Trust me, most of them are way better than me. In Vietnam alone, we have like 100 million people, right? And there are a lot of good masters, like, from up in the mountains. They have their own school or their own traditional Vietnamese, sort of like Vietnamese Kung Fu. Every master or grandmaster, they make it into their own style, right? And they come up with their own style. They call a different name or with the last name or something like that, right? And they are traditional, but like if you really dig into it, in terms of their movements, their techniques, they all have like tricks to it, using like your force against you and yin yang theory, all that, right? So they're really good, trust me, and they made histories, a lot of history in Vietnam, because Vietnam is an old country too. It's existed more than 4,000 years ago, right? 4,000 years ago. So now you see a lot of pump strike, or you see a lot of slapping. You call it like slapping to the dummy. Now you think, ah man, that's not strong. That is not strong. That's like a girl slap or whatever. Trust me. Trust me. If you were to, just basically you were to hit yourself like this in the face or your nose, boom, like this. Just like this. And you don't have to use a lot of force, maybe 20% of the force and hit yourself. Boom, right in the nose like this. Can you feel it? Imagine you and I put the full strength in that position, in the face like that, and you call it slapping or whatever, right? But you make that boom, like this, right? It's gonna hurt like hell. It's gonna hurt as much as a punch. Trust me, right? yeah, that works too. You know, pepper spray. Right nowadays, they come up with a lot of material where you can carry by yourself, and you bring it out, and then you spray the pepper spray. All that they sell all over, like you know, all the social media. Yeah. So yeah, if you think that you need to defend yourself with those, please, then get those. You know, if you safety with those, then you do, right? Because a lot of like you know, in American, you're allowed to have that, right? And that weapon. But in Vietnam or other country, well, like our government don't allow you to have those, right? 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 Well, don't allow you to buy any of those stuff, right? So therefore, we are only our hand and feet. Most of the time, but sometimes, like you know, I see people they get a bra or something. They put it in their cars, you know. Then they think out whether it's like anything that's sharp or any piece of long metal bar, whatever. Pretty crazy stuff, you know. When sort of like they sort of like hit each other slightly, a car with a vehicle or something slightly dent a bit, and they get themselves so angry. So something you can just solve like verbally easily, but most people are like because of work, stress, family, and they have to meet their own needs, you know, and everything in society drive us, you know, sort of like make us so stressed. We have to do this, we have to do this, make means for our family, this. So therefore, like make us a lot of stress, and it's so easy to get us to be angry. We angry at the world, we angry at the whole city, our country, everything, for this, for that, right? But sometimes we don't take it slow down, and we take a look at inside our heart, our soul, or whatever. And we just take a deep breath, and you know, sometimes we think about, oh, do I really need to make a brawl or make this fight happening or whatever, you know? We don't. Just that split second that we make a mistake. Therefore, both sides have to pay, you know? What if I injure this person? What if I this and that, right? So please, if you were to defend yourself or whatever, something crazy, right? You just have to think about it just slightly before. But if you're already in a like you know life and death situation, of course you're not gonna have time to think about it, right? Then by all means, right? But if you do have a chance to not to fight, choose to solve verbally and everything, then please do so that way. Okay. Yes, if you have to, if you're really in that situation, then of course. Okay, let's do these techniques. I tend to do a lot of these techniques. These techniques right here. Now in Wing Chun practice, most of the time you see a lot of this blocking, right? This type of blocking, you block with your forearm down like this. So sort of like the person hit and they deflect outside. So you want to block here, boom, right? And they hit, it's gonna go on the outside, okay, or deflect away from you, not into you. So you sort of like pushing down and the other arm up. So therefore, I tend to practice these techniques and condition my forearm, this part of the arm right here, both sides. I condition that part so that they're deflecting, okay? So go, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go down an angle like this, boom, okay? Boom, 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 okay? And later on, once you practice a while, you're gonna put more force into it. 1, 2, 3. And I come back, even I come back and I hit this way too. So I go down this way, I go this way, and then I come back, I condition with this side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the techniques I'm gonna do, okay? Let's go. Now this one. Let's roll up the sleeves so that I don't have protection with my sleeves, with my shirt. So I want to go bare skin with it, right? So some of you, if you can just go, you have sleeves, that's good to prevent injuries. But later on, like you condition a bit or you hit lighter, you can just go bare arm. And I would do like 50 of those, 100 of these. This one, I have the guy fix it for me already, but it's still very wobble because it's so high up. I raise it high up. So after I do this, then I can turn into this techniques. Same thing. This techniques here, I hit here, again this part here, and then I come up here, same thing on this part, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, I remember what my master said. The best part is like the hardest thing part is he's sort of like wanna like make the name called ngắn công phái. Ngắn công phái is a Vietnamese term. It's meaning that ngắn is like the edge of your bone, right? The edge of your bone. These two edge here, even this, right? I consider as the edge of the bone. So he want me to condition and train with even this part right here, and it hurt like hell. As you can see here, this part right here, this bone, he want to condition all that part and every part here, the edge of your bone. So that when you were like, if you were to block or you clash against someone, they're hitting you so hard you block, and then you will be able to maybe stop them or maybe block, and you don't feel so much pain. Therefore, he call it ngắn công phái is basically a discipline and involving bone conditioning, especially the edge of your bone. So that if you were to get in a fight or whatever, or elbow strike, anything, you clash against the elbow or the edge, your knees, your shin. So he makes us do a lot of condition with the shin, the knees, and all that, right? But for me, I don't go into that deep into that deep down the road, so therefore I don't train that really hard. But I saw his a couple of weeks, 2 weeks ago. I looking back, right? I remember him and looking back the video he taught me. I had it on videos, right? And he taught the thing movement from the claw when you practice grabbing to the point you're stretching to the arm, and I find it's very painful, but I find it's useful for my movement. In terms of movement, I remember he sort of like practicing with me and attacking me above and head like this. Whatever way I move my block, he can still get me. So here, this is one of the basic he teaches. Basically, just clashing your hand against this bone right here. Now, most of the time I show you guys is to condition only this part, right, and avoid this because I don't want you guys to get injured. This, especially this bone right here, right, and this part around here. So if you're not like really into it, please don't practice it. You do just practicing only this at the beginning. But if you want a feel of it, you know, just touch it lightly against this. It hurts like hell. So sometimes I just go like clashing against this bone right here, this part, and really condition it and see how it feels. So when you see my my fingers clench into this claw, I am practicing this part right here. You can just grab and just so that's why what I'm training is not really 100% Wing Chun. Maybe you can say 30%, 40%, or 50% traditional Wing Chun because I have all the Kung Fu style in it. I have Taekwondo and sometimes a few karate moves in there like Taekwondo or whatever by all means, or Muay Thai, right? So I don't really like limit myself to one style or another. I think every style they all good, right? They all have pro and con, right? They all have their openings, their goods and bad, you know, but mostly good, not so much bad, right? Only bad is because we're not good enough, right? Not the style itself, right? The person is not good enough. So therefore, like most of the time, I tend to block like this, and I go into the claw like this, and I can grab, right? Because I seen his claw is his fingers, he trained to the point like, you know, where he can just grab you like this or whatever, squeeze here, it hurt like hell, right? So. You know how back then in the days, you know, if you were to see those Kung Fu martial art movies, Kung Fu movie, like, you know, Tiger Claw, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, all those claw move, all that, right? Back in the day, if those guys, they really practice it, the one really practice it, it works. Even nowadays, you see a few masters, right? They really condition their fingers, the claws or whatever. I'm pretty sure you guys all know, right? Whether it's in karate, you know, the hand, they have iron hand, iron palm. There's this one master from Shotokan karate or Igashiru karate, whatever. Trust me, I condition your hand, his knuckle is like a callus, it's like go up to here. It's really crazy. They can just drop bricks, anything like that. So sometimes you see me hitting like this, I'm like try to condition this part right here. Now this part is like hurt like hell. It hurt like hell. And we try to, like, for me, I try to take the pain in and try to observe how it is. But you train in a way where your body can take. You have to know how much your body can take, right? Because your body is only you, the one who know most. No doctor know your body. Nobody knows your body best, especially you. Not even your mom, your dad, your parent, only you know most, right? If you go to a doctor, you have to tell them, oh, I have a stomach ache, I have running nose, blah, blah, blah. Or you go to dentist, my tooth hurt, which tooth hurt, blah, blah, blah. You have to tell them, right? Otherwise, they have no clue, okay? You don't just go to a doctor, okay? You're gonna sit there, okay, doctor, guess my sickness, right? If they can just go like that, then that's pretty amazing, right? But only you know your body best, so please train accordingly to your body. Listen to your body, okay? Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody, right? You can train how much you can take, right? It's only your body know best, so please be aware of that. You gotta have this wouldn't have it fixed. It's too wobbly. So once you get like feel those techniques out, you can just play by yourself. You can learn and you can train by yourself like this, combine the movements, whatever way it is. And as long as you feel, oh, this move makes sense. This move flow good. It's comfortable, right? Yes. And sometimes train like this, condition like this, and then hit like this. Now, it hurts, but sometimes you hit, you let it feel. See, right now I'm hitting, I'm conditioning like this. I not go, go like that and I'm dead. Right? I'm gonna go to hospital, break all my bone, right? You just tap it slightly, tap it. Just to get a feel of it. You get some of you get a feel of it. Oh man. No wonder it smells. My dog just pooped right over there. Sorry about that. No wonder I'm like, oh man, what's this smell from somewhere while I'm training? I try to breathe here and then all of a sudden. Hold it. Sit. So right now, basically, I just feeling, training it, combine those movement and condition my wrist, my forearm. Now, okay, let's move on to over here and we condition with the back. So I just put this back up. Okay. Now see backhand, I'm conditioned with this part too. Right here is red. And also the palm. So I would just stand here. You would just stand like this. So you can see here. And hit backhand. And then front hand. Backhand and front hand. This sand is wet now because it's hitting in the rain. For a few days while I'm gone. While I was out in the other provinces. So I would go here, I condition my hand here. You go one, come back. So imagine me, sometimes I'm just practicing. Maybe this kind of conditioning I would do like once or twice a week. Sometimes like once or twice a month. And I do like maybe 30 of them. Maybe 30 or 40 or 50 of them. Imagine the person practicing like that 1,000 times, 500 times. This move, 500 times. Trust me, once they slap you, it's gonna hurt like hell. Like they slap you like this, they probably break all our teeth, right? So don't, please, don't say, okay, this martial art, that doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work. You know why? Like a lot of boxing works so much because once they do, they go out, they go boom, 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 punch. Because that's all they do. They focus in the punch your footwork. Every time they go in, they punch, right? So they punch so much, it becomes automatic. It's just like when you wake up, every morning you wake up, what you got to do first thing, right? Wake up, right? I don't know. Some of us, we may turn our phone out, check our email, blah, 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 whatever with our phone. But the second thing, what we do, right? brush our teeth, blah, blah, blah. So you want it to be in a routine like automatically, right? So whenever like those boxer or whatever, they're so good, they just box. Once they go and boom, they leave your hand, they punch, they're gonna hit because they do it automatically. They repeat it over and over again, right? Same thing if you work condition with these techniques and you condition your arm, right? Let's see how much vulnerable if you really hit the target, right? Now I feel really painful when I'm hitting like this, but you know, we call it tender, and I try to hold back, right? I'm not trying to show my pain like, but inside is like that, all right? You see how it's all red when you're conditioning like that? So in the beginning, so please, if you are beginner, you just do it light like this. And then later on, you can do it harder, okay? And now for this one, we turn over, we can do the back, the palm, the slap, the palm, where you turn your body over, you switch foot, and with the other hand, you go in, boom, 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 boom. If you guys thinking of going for like power slap competition, then this is very useful for that training. Trust me, if you train this enough and you slap somebody, I think you're gonna do pretty well in your competition, in slapping competition. All right. Now I slap from here, condition the arm just from here, only here. But if like the power slap, if they're putting the hips and everything in it, they wind all the way back here and they slap right in. And now that hurt like hell. See, I slap it in, my hand is all red. Look at this, how red it is, right? All right. Oh. So just take it lightly. Because when you slap it too hard like this, now you're vulnerable to injure your wrist. If you go too much like this, it bends. So careful to have it slap straight like this, okay? Maybe your wrist bends slightly, but not so much like this, so that's uncomfortable. And you really feel the tension in your arm after you slap. So take it easy on that techniques, guys. So just from here, just go like this, light. And then you switch. Switch on this side, same thing. I want to tilt the camera over a bit. So imagine you do 3 sets of that. Each set you do like 20 to 30, right? Backhand. Now here like see here how if I hit here, my wrist into my wrist band is gonna injure. So you have to stand in an angle that your whole flat hand is hitting it, right? Not just if I stand here, my wrist hit here, and I'm gonna like bend my wrist. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna injure this part here if I'm hitting two parts. So careful, you have to stand in a way that you're comfortable and it doesn't feel awkward as when you hit against it. The whole thing is flat. If not, you hit against here. I mean, like you can condition here, but sometimes you think you're hitting here and now you accidentally, you hit so hard and it hit here and this band is gonna hurt, it's gonna injure your wrist. So careful, you have to know your wrist, your body, your whole body, okay? So you can readjust it, okay, and from here. See, Phan. Now you see the left hand, of course, it's not gonna be as strong as the right hand, and it feels more painful because usually most of you don't condition your weaker hand. You don't condition as much, therefore it seems to hurt more. And then you switch. Now you can, sometimes you're training, you can leave it here, but just in case you can leave it up here, so you can get used to the routine of keeping your arm up. Very good practice for slap competition, guys. Now sometimes here I just do a little bit of a light kick to the shin. Kick it light, light tap, you know, not going crazy or anything. I just go like that, just for my sake of training. Just give my shin a massage by kicking this. Now you see when I'm kicking, I'm turning more so that I'm hitting with the meat part, right? If I were kicking directly into it, I won't be able to handle it. It kind of like, you know, hurt my shin. You don't kick directly. Therefore, I just turn it a bit so that I hit the meat part. Go here. Boom. Go here. Boom. Here. Boom. 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 Or I can turn this way. So it's a good thing I find this very useful because I fortunate enough to have a backyard like this and have everything where I can train here and kick here. One. See, I can kick here. One. Back up a bit. And kick here. One. Right? Kick here. One. And kick same thing it this way. I can train this way. If you have a pose or anything, you can train a bit. One, then two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Then you can switch on the other side. You go one, two, one. Let's turn the camera a bit. And you switch on the other side, you go one, two, just light tap. You don't have to go, just tap and let's see how your shin feel. Okay, so sometimes I do a few of those training, right? But careful because your shin and my shin are different. So take it easy, and you want to tap it slightly just to see how it feels. Yeah, it hurts a bit, but in the beginning when I practice, it hurt a bit. Same thing, right? I'm pretty sure same thing to all the Muay Thai practitioner and Muay Thai fighter. At the beginning, of course, it feels very painful, but after you condition it for like a month or so, then it will become less hurt. Hello, how are you, King? King of the voice. Hello. So basically everything, right? In the beginning, everything you do, you change from one habit to another. Any habit you change, in the beginning, it's going to be very hard. Like for instance, if you put me into some kind of like coding or whatever, then I say, oh man, that's freaking hard. It's so hard, I won't be able to do it. And I refuse, whatever I do, I refuse to do it, right? Same thing with you guys. But for you guys, it seems very easy, right? You can just blah, 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 blah. Oh, you got this program here. You got this game right here created. Just like that, right? So everybody loves different thing, enjoy different thing, enjoy different training. So please do, if you really enjoy whatever you love, your passion, please do train in those. And 1 second, okay, I'll be right back. I grab a quick drink. And clean the dog poop a bit. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go and train with this dummy for a bit because the other one is really wobble and shaky. And guys, by the way, I do have those memberships. Those membership that's gonna be videos and everything for memberships. I'm working on the videos to focus on teaching you guys in a more understand way, the details way. If you guys do want to support me, you can help with the membership part. That's like just not so much, if you cannot afford it or anything, please you don't need to, okay? But if you do like to support me for like later videos and all that, I'm trying to make a more video, better video, everything more precise, more like accurate video for all the members that who apply for membership and everything. But in the end, of course, I'm always sharing with you guys, like in terms of live stream and everything. I always do. Okay. But if you guys can support, please do support. If not, that's fine, no problem. Okay, thank you very much, guys. I'm gonna train with the dummy a little bit more. Now, especially nowadays, is we're hitting the raining season in Vietnam. So you from pretty much, there's gonna be at least twice a week. They're gonna be raining twice a week in Vietnam or more. And sometimes it rain like 2-3 times a day. No problem, you're welcome, Louis. No, I know I'm lucky it doesn't hit back, right? I wouldn't want to hit anything not hitting back at me, right? So very fortunate, right? Bar mitzvah, I don't know what that is. No, I don't do that. Bar mitzvah, I don't know that. Saturn. Awesome, T Cloud. I would say that's also a routine, but that's also makeup, right? Eventually, basically, every routine is all makeup, whether it's from 100 years ago, 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago. It's all makeup from all the great expert in whatever they're doing. They really sit down, visualize it, right? And come up with a really good routine so that we can all train. But for me, it's like sort of like a routine. It's also like a makeup. So you sort of like my own training thing. This is AI. Yeah, it is a paid actor. Yeah, it cost me quite a bit to have the dummy here with me. Okay, now before we conditioning before we were conditioning the what you call it? the legs, the arm, the palms, the backhand, but we haven't conditioned our fists. So let's go practice and condition our fists a bit, and then we call that a day. All right? So, for me, I'm gonna condition it two ways. Once I'm gonna do straight punch. We condition this way with the Wing Chun way, where we have fist here, punch, straight punch, just elbows down, and you just from here, from your chest, and you just punch right out, like this. Now you can train with this two front knuckle, or you can train with these two, right? Eventually you're not gonna be able to hit all four knuckle at once. It's very hard to put, unless all your knuckle is all like even, right? Mine is not even. These are two way smaller than this, right? So if I'm exposing this, I go turn down a bit. If I'm exposing these last two knuckles, I turn up a bit. You see, right? So let's condition it. Straight punch like this. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And let's turn the dummy to the side so that it doesn't bother me. Now go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you see when I punch, sometimes you don't see me punch in the middle all the time. You know the reason why for that? Because this sand bag, when you punch in the middle all the time, it goes dead in. So if I punch here and everywhere, so that I try to sort of like make it more even, right? Otherwise, if I punch in here, it's just gonna hit so hard, right? It's gonna hit so hard, and like if my fist is not conditioned well enough, see it's all red, I'm gonna like break my skin, right? Now you don't want to break your skin. If you break your skin, you're gonna injure for maybe 2 weeks or something. Your skin will heal back, and it's gonna take a while off your training. So that's why I try to like careful with that. And what you want to do is you want to punch straight in. You don't want to go slide your punch up and down like this, because when your skin rub against this thing up and down, this is very rough, right? Very rough. And with the sand in it, it's even more rougher. So okay, be careful. You have to punch right into it and then take it out. Right in, take it out. Okay? Don't make it rub like this or whatever. Okay? If you slip, you rub it, you're gonna rip your skin. You don't want that. Alright? Alright, let's go. One more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, you see some people they punch trees before, right? Coconut tree, whatever trees. It's crazy. Yeah, people can do that too. I'm pretty sure they can, you know? And they can even rip the skin, but I'm not to that level. I'm just like a newbie, just like all of you guys, so I take it easy, right? Okay, now the other punch is Taekwondo punch or the karate punch. They're gonna go from here and they're gonna turn right in. Punch, turn right in. Punch, turn your fist, okay? So once they hit their fist, it's this way instead of this way, okay? This is like sort of like the Wing Chun punch style. This karate or Taekwondo. So we're gonna train this way. So mostly in karate or Taekwondo, they're targeting these two big knuckles right here. So we're gonna try to target these two knuckles, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boxing, they do that too. Do a straight punch and go same thing, boxing. Now because the raining is wet, it hit the bag, that's why you can feel the sound really loud. When it's dry, you don't feel as much loud. Now when you're doing this punch you want to have your knuckle straight, your wrist straight. You don't want to bend like this, you're going to injure your wrist right here. So once you really hit, relax. When you hit, tight this part right here. This part has to tight. As soon as you get to the target, tighten it, right? You want to lock your wrist, okay? Lock your wrist when you hit it, okay? Otherwise, your rig is wrist. You keep this loose, gonna bend like this, crack. You're gonna break your wrist, injure your wrist, okay? So careful, tighten your wrist. Once you go in here, relax, then tighten. Relax, tighten your wrist at the end. Tighten your wrist at the end. Tighten your wrist at the end. Tight wrist, relax, tight wrist, relax again, tight, relax, tight, relax, tight, relax, tight, relax, tight, relax. All right, guys. Okay, I guess that's all today, and that's all for today's training. So I hope to see you guys back again. So once again, guys, I do have those memberships. You know, just only not much, just only a few bucks, $2, $3, $5, whatever. But it doesn't matter. I still, as long as you guys seeing, like if you guys, you know, can support, we'll do. If not, that's fine. I'm cool with it, right? Just I still will get my best to get the best material out for you guys. Whatever I learn, I train, I share with you guys. Okay. All right. How long a day should you train? I train usually like 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Usually, yeah. But in the beginning, if you're not used to it, you can train like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then from there you increase. It depends on how much your body can take it. And remember this, it's also the intensity of your training, right? It doesn't mean that you're training 1 hour or 2 hours, then you don't put a lot of effort or put a lot of work and focus into it. If you don't put a lot of focus, it's like you're training 15 minutes. You put a lot of work and focus into it, it's more even meaningful than you put an hour and you just like playing around and don't take it seriously. But if you're taking seriously, half an hour will be good enough. For instance, right? You go, wow, half an hour, you train, you go, boom, 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 boom. Right? If you take it more serious in your training, then you can cut your time back half an hour to 45 minutes to an hour, right? But I say like around 45 minutes would be awesome, a great time. Now, it's depending. Money, good question. It's all depending on whether you're training for conditioning, conditioning for your power, to get your arm more tougher, your hand, your fist more tougher. Then, by all means, you're gonna train more intensity, more tougher, shorter period of time. But if you want to train to get the technique right in beginning, of course you gotta work on the techniques. So it's gonna take time to learn your technique properly. Like for instance, detail, like when I'm punching, right? When I'm punching, my elbow stay down, my wrist should be locked, right? And whether you're hitting with these two parts of the knuckle or this two part, you expose. But main thing is at the beginning, try to keep your wrist straight. Now see, when I'm explaining that, those details, you have to train those details carefully. And you take time to understand that. Now those are like really important in the beginning. Yes, in the beginning you can train relax, you can train and all that. But then after relaxing time, you're gonna train intensity. So you sort of like you mixing relax and intense. Don't go intense all the time, right? Nobody gonna have that kind of like stamina, that stamina to go like all intense, right? You see sprinter, right? They can sprint only 100 meter, 200, 400, 800 max, right? Who can sprint more than 800 meters, right? Nobody can. So you gotta go intense. Really, when you have the intense on those tough training, you go for 1 or 2 minutes, like while they're hitting the wooden dummy, heavy bag or whatever. 2 minute round, 1 minute round, 3 minute round, and then you set up a stop time, and then you stop and you take 1 or 2 minute break, and then you go back around about like 3 rounds like that or so, and then you can go into more of a relaxing training with the dummy, and then you intense with the dummy. So sort of like you mix it up. It's accordingly to your body, how much your body can take, right? If you find that your body, oh, this is not intense enough for me, right? My body can take more than this. I can go for like, 1 round of hitting the heavy bag or something. Yeah, speaking of heavy bags, so we have heavy bags over here too and everything. Yeah. So you can go for kicking with the heavy bag, training with heavy bag, you can go intense 1 or 2 minutes. It's all depend, right? It depends on yourself. So sometimes I tend to try to kick, boom, boom, right? Train with heavy bag. So sometimes you gotta break down into different sessions. It's all depend on you. But intensity, if you really put hard work, it's dependent also on your goal. Whether you want to burn calories, you want to burn fat, anything, then you train more interval intensity. Body and mind. So yeah, your body and your mind push your mind, put your body, push your body. Yeah, mix it up. I'm sorry, I don't understand, Lavender. When are your times come on live? Sorry, I don't have a really specific time, but most of the time I live from anywhere, starting live from between 8 and 9 o'clock. Between 8 and 9 o'clock. And some weeks I learn line 3 or 4 times, or even 5 times if I'm in Ho Chi Minh. If I'm out of town, then sometimes I take a few days off or even a week off. Right before I travel a lot, I took a week off. Right, so sometimes all the lives you can see be like anywhere between from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Anywhere I would start living from there, and I would live for at least an hour to an hour and a half. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I gotta get going, guys. Still have another meeting to go. I'm heading out of town. Like it's a 2.5 hour drive from here. So I see you all later. Hopefully you have all great training, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and try to like mix it up in your routine, in your training, please, and try to make fun of it. Right? Don't try to like make yourself so hard, right? Certain day, I know that sometimes certain day in training is so hard for us. Certain day you feel so bad, you feel so lazy, you don't want to train. But other days when you feel excited, you feel having fun. So therefore, try to make your training fun, make up stuff to train, right? Don't just train like all the regular boring routine. Just make up your own, have fun, videotape yourself, look yourself in the mirror. Oh, do I do this techniques right? Oh, this master look pretty cool. This guy look very good. Can I do like this? What's the difference between me and him? Okay, what does he has that I don't have? And then you take it from there, you analyze it, and you train to become better at yourself. Okay. All right. Thank you. Have a good one. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye. Love you all. Take care. Because you try to hurt your hand and destroy the bucket, then to the point how much you can take it, right? So if you like hurt your hand so much, and you gotta take it easy, right? Don't go like the most mistakes a lot of people is they want to go train right away. They become good right away and say, oh man, I don't have time. I have only 3 months or something. I wanted to become really good, or 1 year to become really good at this guy. But you didn't know that this guy has been training like 5 years, right? Or 10 years or whatever. He has better talented than us, and he conditioned his discipline to train every day. Every day he put his training like 3 hours a day, right? 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours a day. Then it's not really same thing to compare with somebody like that, right? The best thing we can compare is to ourselves, right? Yesterday and today. Okay, if we better a bit than yesterday, that's awesome. If we tend that we go normal or like worse than yesterday, then we gotta like do something, change something that make us become better than last day is perfect. It's 11:40 p.m. in India. Oh, okay, 11:40 p.m. Okay, right now is 10:40 in Vietnam. So 10:40 right now. So like your time is like 1 hour ahead of me. But you right now you are Sunday. I'm like right now you are like Saturday night. I'm like Sunday morning. Sunday morning. So basically I'm half a day ahead of you, like 11 hour ahead of you, Lavender, Florida, right? India now in US, right? So I'm 11 hours ahead of you. So most of the time here, my time here right now is 10:40 a.m. in the morning, Sunday, right? In Omaha, oh, Nebraska. So you guys in the same time zone, okay? So next time you see me on, like I be like around, let's see, back up like around around maybe 8:40 to 9:40 your times, money place. And La Vonda, yeah, that's the time I be on. Like most of the time around your time is 8:40 to 9:40 p.m. in your time. All right. Okay, guys. No, p.m. in your time. I be on in your time is around 8:40 to 9:40 p.m. around that time. In your time, but in my time is around 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock a.m. But in your time is 8:40 p.m. to 9:40 p.m. Okay, guys, let's wrap it up. Thank you very much. Have fun. Have a great weekend, guys. I hopefully see you all soon. Okay, have a great day. Bye bye.